Recording, okay. Hello everybody, welcome to From Fat to Thin. My name is Graysen. I'm creating this channel starting on the day after Thanksgiving, November 25th, 2022, in my attempt to not only lose weight and to be in better shape, but to also create a log and a journal that might hopefully help or inspire other people who might be facing the same challenges that I've faced in my life trying to lose weight. So let me tell you my story real quick and then we'll go from there. So I'm 53 years old and I've had a history of losing weight and gaining weight. I've had times in my life when I was in really great shape, thin and, you know, svelte, and then times like now where I'm really quite overweight. I'm 5'11" and I weigh 210 pounds. So this is what that looks like here. That's what I got going on right now. That's what it looks like to be about 5'11" and 210 pounds. I'm nowhere near the physical shape that I would like to be or that I think I could be. And I think that there's a lot of people who are probably in the same situation as me. And having been through this process so many times, I've gained weight and lost weight and gained weight and lost weight and I think I've lost the weight, and then time goes by and something changes in my life and then I gain it all back, right? And then, you know, there's all these external circumstances, which are all valid, right? Like this work, I'm sure you guys all have busy schedules and lots of things that you're dealing with around work and, you know, in life and stress. And so what I'm hoping to do is just share vulnerably what I'm dealing with and the results that I'm getting. And here's the punchline. I'll be frank with you. I'm scared to death to do this channel because I've failed at this so many times. I'm scared to be vulnerable because I'm scared that I'm going to screw the whole thing up and then wind up killing off this channel. That's why I'm saying today's date is November 25th, the day after Thanksgiving, 2022, because my goal is to have a log every single day and keeping myself accountable to you and to myself, but also to have a journal of what it is that I'm dealing with. And maybe I'm guessing that you might have situations in your life or have a past that may not be that different than my own. So I'm in this physical twilight where, you know, I weigh 210 pounds, 5'11", and in the US, that's considered to be like okay-ish, which is weird because the rest of the world doesn't see that. The rest of the world, in fact, medically speaking, I'm obese, okay? And I think a lot of people are in this same situation as me, and we're all kind of stuck, like we don't quite know what to do. And it doesn't help that society supports that, right? Like if I were a chain smoker, people would tell me to stop chain smoking, but if I weigh 210, like a good healthy weight for me would be like 175. And that's 85, 95, 105. That's 35 pounds that I'm carrying with me in my body everywhere I go. And I just can't help but wonder what my life would be like if I wasn't carrying 35 pounds everywhere I go. I'm in this position right now in my life where I don't feel confident. I don't feel like I can be myself. I don't want to be in pictures. I don't even want to be in public. I look at my pictures of myself when I was younger and in better shape, and I'm like, what happened? Like, why, you know? And I don't want to share. I don't want to go out. And then what I do is I have all this shame and guilt and depression and anger. And then what I do to deal with the shame and the guilt and the depression and the anger is, yeah, of course, I eat more food and I do more unhealthy things. I remain sedentary. I don't do stuff. And so as a result, now my life is, yeah, it's fine. I'll limp through it. I'll get through it. You know, I'll die right around the same time as everybody else of the same causes, diabetes and health stuff and heart problems. But I'm just thinking that I don't need to be so fat. I mean, even talking right now, I'm having a difficult time breathing, just walking and talking. And I don't think that that's what I want, okay? So this is my commitment to you and to myself to change. And I'm scared to death, honestly. I'm scared to death because I've tried doing this so many times before. But I don't know what else to do. So that's where I'm at with this. And so if you want to comment on the video, please be gentle because you're talking to a real human. Nevertheless, here's my plan. I'm going to do anything and everything I can think of. Now, you already know exactly how to lose weight. Eat less calories, do more exercise. We all know that. So if that's the case, why are so many of us overweight? Why am I overweight? And my belief is that there's a lot of psychological stuff woven in there. Pain, fear, shame, ego, trauma, right? And so I'm going to do my best to work through that on this video channel and with you. And I'm doing this because obviously, one, to hold myself accountable to the commitment that I've made, but in addition, so that it might help you in your journey. And if you feel like you're alone and isolated and like, look, how do I say this nicely? Being overweight is an incredibly isolating experience. Excuse me, I'm a little emotional here. I didn't anticipate that, but what the heck? Why not, right? I mean, this is real life. No one gets out alive. Okay, so here's my intention, is each day I'm going to create a sort of set of goals, mental logs, a journal, with my intention for each day. My intention today is to begin to relate to my body and my mind as two separate entities. Why am I thinking to separate my mind and my body? Because my mind knows what to do, but then my body wants to do other things. And I think that there's a physical addiction to sugar and to calories and to carbs. And there's a physical memory, like the memory of sitting on the couch and eating cookies and watching my favorite TV show, or, the physical memory of, break time at work on this day at this time, kind of like if you smoke cigarettes, we're conditioned, you get in the car, you start the engine, you smoke a cigarette, you have your coffee, you have a cigarette, right? So the same physical memory that is in my body. But then my mind knows better. My mind says, no, don't do that, do this instead. But what I want to do is I want to start to separate what those two things are doing and start to relate to my physical body almost like it's a pet, almost like it's a child. I'm empathetic and I'm listening to it, but I am not it. And I'm the master, I'm the ruler of this thing. And so what does that mean? So my body says, I want to eat cookies. Okay, then let my mind just acknowledge that. Now, the first thing I can do is just begin to listen and notice what the difference is between what my body is saying and what my mind is saying. And just notice that they're not the same thing, and that there's a physical memory that is trying to run the show, and then there's a new set of beliefs and ideas and thoughts and intentions that is also trying to run the show. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to allow these new thoughts and new ideas and new beliefs to kind of have a little bit more of the right of way, a little bit more precedence between the two. Where in the past, my body kind of just by default gets to be the winner, and then as a result I carry around 30, 40 pounds of weight with me. And also too, I can only imagine how much trauma is woven into my body, Like, we don't sit on the couch quietly in shame and well, I speak for myself. I don't do that and eat all this food because it makes me feel victorious, like a winner. I do it because I'm hiding all the other pain that I've been through. And then what the result of that is I get less healthy, I feel less good, I feel crappier, I look crappier, and then there you go. Now the cycle begins. The bummer is that today is the day after Thanksgiving. So what do you think is all over my place? Yeah, there's mashed potatoes and pumpkin pie and all that kind of stuff. Look, I mean, is today the day that I'm going to start like being all Susan powder and stopping the insanity? God, no. But I can at least begin to notice the feelings, the ideas, the thoughts that are happening. Just start to sober up to it, right? I hope this helps somebody. I hope you get some value out of this. Watching a 53-year-old, 5'11", 210-pound guy talk about his desire to change his physical and mental well-being. Well, that's that. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.